Hello, welcome to Acoustic Spotlight, the program that features musicians performing in an acoustic setting. I'm your host, Rich Pietrzak. Today's spotlight falls on a singer-songwriter from Lake Mary, Florida, Emma Branch.
Silly girl, stop your crying. He's not coming back. Tears hit the letter I was trying to write you. The truth is hard to admit. To each other, I know. But every time I kiss another boy, all I can think of is you. Oh, go to sleep. Go to sleep alone tonight. Can't compete. I fought so hard. You never fight for me.
We're back on Acoustic Spotlight with Emma Branch. Hello, how are you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Silly Girl, I really like that song. I love your style.
Thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about the tune?
Well, I wrote that a couple of years ago. One of the first songs that I wrote, it's just like a kind of a song about heartache, you know, and losing someone that you really care about. And it's just the best way that I could express that feeling, so.
Are most of your songs, are they autobiographical, or are they? Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really tried to write anything other than that way, but I'd like to start trying. But it's just originally when I started writing music, it was just a way to kind of just, it was like a diary almost, you know, just to kind of get out my emotions. And I didn't really think that people would be listening to it ever. Like I didn't ever expect to be playing it for people, but it just worked out that way, and it's really nice that I can actually, like, you know, play my music and share my emotions like that.
Yeah. When did you start to write songs?
I think I was about 19, and it was, I had played music before that, but I just never really, and I tried to write songs before that, but I just really plunked around the keyboard. I could never really, you know, figure out how to format a song right. But then one day I just kind of like, it was weird. I just let everything go and focused in on that, and I just, you know, stopped worrying about the fact that someone was going to be listening, and wrote it all out and came out. So.
Did you start on the keyboard, the piano? Was that your first instrument? Yeah.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you did that?
I think technically I was like 3, because my parents found me like blinking at something on the piano, and they were like, "Wow, I think that she can actually play music." So they put me in piano lessons, you know, and when I was 6, and I hated it, but I kept playing for a while. Stayed with it, yeah. Well, they made me stay with it.
Well, it's worked out.
It definitely worked out. I'm glad that they made me do that.
Have you picked up anything else instrument-wise?
Actually, yeah, I started playing guitar. I've been getting better. I've been practicing strumming, and I'd like to learn some different things. I wanted to learn to play lap steel, but not sure if I have the time, you know, to do that yet. I really want to just work on piano more. Actually, I want to take some more lessons to get better at that. So.
You have a very pretty voice too.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Is that is that natural for you, or did you?
Well, yeah, I mean, that was, I guess I started singing early too. I just, I always liked to sing, and I guess they never realized that I could carry a tune either until like a church performance that I did when I was in 3rd grade, and I had a solo, and it's like, oh, okay, I can carry a tune. So put me in voice lessons too, and just been working on that ever since then.
And how long, now you perform out in the area, how long have you been doing that?
That's been 2 years now. 2
years? Yeah. Well, how about another song?
Okay, yeah, I'll play Best Kept Secret.
Best Kept Secret? Okay. All right, well, stay tuned, and we'll be back with another song from Emma Branch here on Acoustic Spotlight.
So you say you got your head damaged, you're a little slow on your feet. Try your best to keep your bottles empty, your lies a little more discreet. You were my best kept secret, a song I played far too much. And if I ever left you, my life would fade into dust. Sometimes friendships are defined by people who walk you through your strife. Sometimes friendships get caught on lies. It is time to walk away and live my life. Don't think this is my easy way out. I fight the pain that
we were never without. I wish that I could show you your life isn't so bad. It's all a blank perspective, but you'll never miss what you had. Sometimes friendships are defined by people who walk you through your strife. Sometimes friendships get caught on lies. It is time to walk away and live my life. We thought the drugs would cure us, but we were wrong. Sometimes friendships are defined by people who walk you through strife. Sometimes friendships caught on lies. It is time to walk away and live my life. Took the last train home and I waited right before the old you died. I said, we all know how it feels to hate ourselves. Just don't laugh when I know you want to cry. To be in your company. Just talking, I can sympathize. Your misery, you were my friend. Don't you tell me that I was not there. I was always there, even when you did not care. Don't you tell me that I did not care. I always cared, even when you were not there. I
Hi, we're back with Emma Branch. Another couple of nice songs there. I hate to ask this question because I sometimes always find it kind of funny how many genres there are. But
Yeah.
but when if you were asked to describe your style, what would you say?
Well, on my MySpace, because it makes you fill out like a little genre thing at the top, I didn't even know what to put, but I just put experimental / pop / soul, which I guess is kind of like the best way to describe it. But it's not like, you know, the typical soul music. I just call it that because it's just like from my gut. It's like, you know, honest words from my heart, you know.
It just, you know, I had someone who had described, not on this show, but just in another setting, you know, and it was twee / you know, it was about 5 different things that, you know, just what is that exactly, you know? I mean, if someone asked me what the style is, it's kind of like, well, it's rock and roll. I don't know.
Exactly.
What else do you say, you know?
Yeah, that's what I always think. It's just kind of like, you know, sometimes it just fits into its own genre. Sometimes, like music, it's hard to, I mean, I know that we all kind of like group music, you know, into its own genre, but like, I don't know, I think everyone's pretty unique, so.
And when you do play out, we talked about that before about performing, but when you're out, do you play in a solo setting or is it with other people?
Well, I played with a band maybe 3 times, but most of the time it's been by myself, which is, I've done about a show a month on average, like for the last 2 years, so it's been by myself a lot.
How does that compare for you either way? Do you have a preference? Or?
I'd rather be playing with a band because it's just like, it's a lot more comforting just to be on stage with other people, you know, because it's supportive, it's in a good environment, and when you're by yourself, it's just so, you have to entertain the audience by yourself, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like what do I say? Like, you know, it's kind of scary, and if you didn't do a good job, you get off and, you know, you don't know if people are gonna be honest, but at least with your band, you're like, all right, we did a good job, and you know that you're getting honest feedback. But it's hard playing by yourself, but it's good in a lot of ways too.
Yeah, I'll give you a lot of credit. In either regard, you know, it's difficult. But now, normally, you know, we will show a recording for somebody. You mentioned that you're working on something with Sean Moore.
With Sean, yeah.
Who's done a show with us before, and that's something that you still have kind of in the works, right?
Yeah, it should be done maybe next month.
But in the meantime, if someone is interested in coming out to see or just hearing some more music from you, is there you have a website that they can go to?
Yep, it's myspace.com/Emma Jean Branch.
Okay, and that has you have to have any tracks loaded on there?
Yeah, there's about 4 on there, and I should be putting some more up pretty soon, and yeah, it should be about 6 probably. Yeah.
And put a tour schedule and all that up there. Yeah. Well, that's good. I appreciate you coming down.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you know, we sometimes it's an acoustic spotlight, obviously, and a lot of people just reference that as it's a guitar player, and that's it, you know. And so it's definitely nice to have a change of a vibe, and sometimes I feel like maybe sometimes we haven't had enough female presence on the show too. So that's really good as well.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming down, and we'd like you to be able to do another tune if you could.
Oh, so Bob and John.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
And that's a tune about.
Oh, it's actually about advice that my dad gave me one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again for coming down, Emma. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Sure. All right. We'll be back on Acoustic Spotlight with one more song from Emma Branch. Well, that's our program for today. We'd like to thank Emma Branch for stopping by. Thanks to the crew, and thank you for tuning in. We're going to hear one more from Emma, and we'll see you next time on Acoustic Spotlight.
Could have been brighter today. It would have been easier that just standing around. Nobody's making a sound. So you say, embrace your inner workings. And I say, embrace your surroundings. So you say, nothing lasts forever. Keep on working. So you say, it's nobody's fault but your own. Dylan once said he kept running because he wasn't free. Lennon once said, try to express the way you feel. I once said I did not know who I was. Everything's just as clear as mud. Read all the signs around you. Read all the signs around you. Read all the signs around you. Read all the signs around you, around you, around you. So you say, embrace your inner workings. And I say, embrace your surroundings. So you say, nothing lasts forever. Keep on working. So you say, it's nobody's fault